I tend to like contrasting things, so it can be in the music, but also in our like visuals or song titles. I've never been religious in the sense that I'm not following any established like religion or dogmas or anything, but I've always been very much into spirituality. So I've always believed in what people call like God, you know, in something higher than us that we can't really understand. It's quite pretentious to say that you can understand the deep meaning of life. And that's what spirituality is. I think the music is breathing this spirituality. It's something that is present in absolutely every melody of Alcest. For this album, for once, I think I was really trying to get inspiration from within, from the inside. It's pretty much completely introspective album. I mean, you always have inputs from the outside, but usually I think I tend to be more inspired by outside things. But for Spiritual Instinct, it's really an introspective album. Like, yeah, my quest, you know, with spirituality during this life. When you really ask yourself questions, it also brings you to who you are and what are your flaws. It's like a mirror, and you can see not so nice things too. So yeah, it teaches you to live with your darkness. The artwork of Spiritual Instinct was made by Fortifem, so it's a Parisian duo who we've been working with for Kodama already. So that's the second time we work with these guys, and they are very good friends of mine, and they are like a real pleasure to work with. They have a very modern touch on old graphic styles, so they do a lot of engraving. So they are very inspired by like Doré, you know, for example. We made several illustrations for almost every song. We have one, maybe we have like 4 or 5 illustrations. And the cover, so it's a sphinx. Actually, that was not our original plan. Our plan was to have a female character in an armor to represent like the inner struggle and the inner fight. And I don't know, it didn't work as well as we thought. And actually, Fortifem, they just drew like a sketch of a sphinx. So this sketch actually became like the album cover. It's a reference to the symbolist painters. They were using the Sphinx a lot in their paintings. The meaning of it also, it's like this balance between the animal side and the higher side. I think there is an otherworldly side to us, and the Sphinx represents that, you know, to me. It's like a symbolism, like translated to music for me, this album. Like even in the themes, you know, because they were also dealing a lot with like the great mysteries of life and yeah, spirituality and things like this.